Hi everybody, Cindy Ellis here from Cindy's Stamping Studio, coming to you from central part of Wisconsin. Today's date is Monday, April 28th, 2025. Can you believe April is almost done? It just seems like, wow, where did that month go? But I guess that means, just goes to tell you, I'm very busy. If you could see this room more than what is already showing, you would say, oh my gosh, it is like a tornado hit it. I've been so busy. Yesterday, I sent out a SOS to Andy to come help me make veterans thank you cards. And I am happy to say we got 34 cards made, and then she was getting tired of it. I was getting tired of it too. And just a second, finding me on my there. So we quit for the day, and she says, well, just make these into kits and I'll take them home and finish them. Okay. Within an hour, she texts me and tells me, well, I got 21 done, and there's another 21 sitting here. So that's 42. So altogether, we have 76 cards done. And then she wanted me to make more card kits for her and send them home with her dad on Tuesday, and she'll make more. It was like, whoa, where did that happen? So welcome, everybody. I see Sally Becker is here and Linda Hodge. Nice to see you both. It coming to you from a very cloudy, rainy day in Wisconsin. I'm hoping I don't lose everybody, but we're in tornado and heavy thunderstorm watch and warnings, and they've been talking about this for days. So it wouldn't hurt my feelings if nothing happened, but we're ready. It got really dark this morning, and I had asked, because Jim's got it's a new to him truck, a 2014, I think it is. No, 23. The old one was a 14. This one's a 23. Anyway, I said, how do you feel? He usually never puts it in the garage. How do you feel about moving things around in the garage, and maybe we could get your truck in there? And he was agreeable to that. I was shocked. And last night, he put his truck in the garage. My car's in the garage. And this morning, hardly any time, I don't know, what time was it? About 10 o'clock. It got real black out. Then it rained and we had hail. But his truck was in the garage. So that made me happy. Well, and there's Debbie Vine. Welcome. Nice to see you. I have lots to show. And tonight's stamp set is going to be an online exclusive set that starts May 5th. But I'm giving you a sneak peek of it. I really like it. It's called Impressions Abloom. I think you'll like it too. Only thing going on with Stamping Up, this is like the lull right now before the new catalog goes live on May 5th, is the last chance sale. You might want to go and check that out. If there's something you've been waiting to purchase, you might want to get that. Okay, we have Nancy Koschek, Carol Martin, Courtney Osendarp, Pauline, and Kay Wire jumped in when I wasn't paying attention. Welcome, and nice to see all of you. And like I said, if you lose me tonight, I won't be a bit surprised, because we got storms. But it's been kind of quiet right now. But it's slightly humid out. So when that happens this time of year, it makes me nervous, because we really can't afford to lose any more trees. Okay. We got... Oh, I mentioned that she came and helped me make cards, and I'll show them to you in a bit. We got 76 cards done. We only together only got 34 done. I think because we were talking too much. But she went and took 42 home, and she got them all done. So that was impressive. And told me to go and make some more card kits for her. It was like, what? Yeah. And so I made more card kits for her. I got about 30 more kits ready for her. So this girl, she had told me she didn't have time to stamp anymore. So it made me kind of sad, but I didn't say nothing because she's a busy girl. I understand. When I sent those kits home and she told me she could do, I think she likes the kits. I think she's young enough that she doesn't know, where do I start? I think that's what the thing is. So, okay, let's continue. Oh, door prizes, yes. I have some right here for comments. And I'll have to flip my camera on so you can see them. But for comments, because she doesn't stamp, I always send her some cards with envelopes. And they're going to go to Sally Becker. It's been a while since she's won. And I was really happy when her name came up that she won for comments. And so I'll show them to you just shortly. And then for sharing. Now, if you want to win any of these door prizes, sharing is the easiest way to do it because not that many people share. And these beautiful, pretty in pink sequins, they're going to go to Debbie Vine. So Debbie, when I see you, I will have these sequins for you. So congratulations, both of you. Okay, let me put that there. I'm going to say hi to Karen Halterman. Nice to see you from Iowa. No storms there yet. Well, our storms are coming in from Minnesota, so maybe it'll miss you, hopefully. All right. Okay, I'm going to flip my camera around because I got a package in the mail today from Denise Weiger from Colorado, and she sent me some veteran cards. And let's see, 8 of them. So that was so nice of her, and I can't wait to share them with you. So let me flip my camera around, and you can see it is dark. So hopefully nothing bad happens. Let me raise this. And I'll push that. That looks pretty good. Seems awfully big, but I don't know how to make it smaller for the simple reason. Oh, you can see everything. These are all the cards I received today from Denise Weiger. And she was so sweet and enclosed envelopes. If you're sending me Veterans Day cards, I don't need envelopes. The veterans are older people, and they tell me that it's hard for them to open envelopes. So they don't want them. They just do their mail call and give them the cards. So Denise, I'll hang on to these and probably send them back to you. And they're beautiful, aren't they? Well, Denise has heard me say how sad I was that Stampin' Up! Did not carry any patriotic stamp sets or anything. And, you know, I went to Hobby Lobby this weekend, and I almost bought some of this beautiful paper, but then I thought, you know what? You have so much designer series paper. I bet if you go and look through it, you'll find some red, white, and blue paper. And I did. But anyway, Denise bought this, which is these guys right here, and sent it along. And gave me a little note, just a little extra for you, for what you do for the veterans. Isn't that nice? So, it might not be Stampin' Up, but I don't care. I mean, you know, I am sad that Stampin' Up doesn't go and do anything. You know, I wish we had a patriotic stamp set. I really do. But I have a lot of thank you. And I will show you cards that Andy and I made. I'm going to take care of those. And after receiving Denise's cards and the 34 cards that Andy and I made, I'm up to 319. So that made me happy. This is just a snippet of the cards that Andy and I made. Very simple. It's all retired designer series paper. I know Karen Halterman. I'm so grateful that she did that. It's just wonderful. And yeah, and her cards were great. Here are the cards Andy and I made. I did all the cutting. Andy did all the stamping. And there was a little bit of laughing going on too, which was fine. Okay, so that's that. That was cards we made. If you're interested in making cards for this, like I said, I don't need envelopes. Thank you cards in red, white, and blue. Does not have to be current Stampin' Up or anything. And you can get quite a few cards in the small envelope. Oh, Courtney, that is right. When you hit your $1 million in sales, you can design a patriotic sack. Now, that would be a good idea. But the idea of me hitting $1 million, I don't know if that will ever happen. But I have hit 100,000, but I always say I live out in the sticks. So I don't have the biggest following, but it's possible. These are the cards that I am going to be sending to Sally Becker. This beautiful thing, beautiful sympathy card. I have a happy birthday for her. I have another happy birthday. I figured this one would be like a kid, and this one would be masculine. And here's a beautiful birthday card. And this is just a hello, thinking of you card. And I'm sure she can use them. And I'll get them out in the mail, hopefully tomorrow. Okay, let me put that there. Okay, so here's the stamp set that we're using tonight. Impressions Abloom. It goes live to customers on May 5th, but this is my sneak peek. Here are the dies. And I've made enough cards that I love them. You might think, oh, what do we need another flowers? But these are, I don't know, these are very detailed. And I'll show you in a minute. Oh, and I got this made up as far as I could. Here is the 2025-27 in colors with Cloud Cover, Darling Duckling, Secret Sea, Strawberry Slush, and Timid Tiger. They're great colors, and I look forward to using them more. Okay? Okay. Oh, what am I going to put that right there? And you remember last week, I talked about this card. I think I even showed it off. It's an accordion fancy fold card using the Impressions Abloom, and this is what it looked like. And I thought, why don't I make this for Monday night? So I did. So that's what we're making tonight. We are going to use another design in the floral impressions. So it's also online exclusive. Our base is Darling Duckling. Darling Duckling, if you wanted to do a comparison, is different than Daffodil Delight. There is a difference. So you know. Okay, this base is 5.5 by 11. Oh, and be sure you don't have to bother writing all this down. Oh, Linda says, I'm so glad you're going to show us how to make that. Yes, you're welcome. And Karen Halterman, she loves this too. I will have everything on my blog, which I also post onto my Facebook page on Thursday for my Facebook Live replay. But you can take notes if you want. This base is 5.5 by 11. Okay? Then you're going to score it at 1 3/4, 3.5, 5 1/4, and 7. Okay? 1 3/4, 3.5, 5 1/4, and 7. And then you start folding it. So hills and valleys, and it goes together just like that. That is probably the hardest part of the whole card. Okay? So we'll put that aside. Now, here is the designer series paper that I'm using tonight. It's Floral Impressions, 5 3 5 3/8 by 3 7/8, and it's going to go right there. So we'll do that. Oh, pretty nails. Oh, thank you, Karen. I love them, aren't they? It's almost time to get new ones. I had said to Jim, maybe I won't have them done anymore. And his response is, why? You enjoy it. Which is true. I do. Okay, so we're going to put our designer series paper right on the inside. It goes on the inside. Oh. There. Good save. Okay. Okay, so now we have this. Now we cut 4 strips, and they are 5 3/8 by 1 5/8. And if you're like me, I like to go and set all my strips out. Nope. I like to set my strips out so that I don't get confused, like apparently I am right now. There. And that's how the strips go. Every other one except for the 2 in the middle. And look at how that matches. Well, that wasn't planned. Okay, so now we can glue that down. I can't believe that April is just about done. That just blows me away. It seems like it was just the 1st of April the other day. Of course, it wasn't, but it sure seems like it. Okay. I was busy cutting out patriotic kits all day. Tomorrow I have kit class in Neilsville. The cards are still available for a class to go if anybody's interested. Okay, so there's that. And now we're going to put, okay. Okay. So now this goes right like that. Okay, so when you fold it, there, this is what it looks like. Just like that. All right, so now we need our inside card, which is Darling Duckling again. This is our inside card. That is 3 by 6 and scored at 3. Okay, and this is how you're going to put it in your card. Okay, we are going to put this designer series paper from the Floral Impressions. I really like the paper. It really nice and bright, and I was looking at old cardstock that I had. I don't think Stampin' Up ever comes up with bad looking paper, but they were all so pretty. Okay, this piece and this piece, they are both just a second. Both 2 3/4 by 2 3/4, 2 3/4 by 2 3/4, so that they go just like that. We are going to, and then we have another 2 3/4 by 2 3/4 for the inside, but we're not ready for that. We're gonna take Early Espresso, and as you notice, I'm using my old Early Espresso just for the simple reason everything's packed, and I don't want to not take my Early Espresso. Okay, so we are going to we're going to stamp our thanks. Okay, I got all my stamps sitting out here now. This is a grateful, it is. I better use my mouse pad. Whoops, I better use my mouse pad. Hopefully this works. Ah, worked perfect. And then it's a thank you card, so thanks. And this one says for being there. Thanks for being there. Okay. All right, so let's cover this up. Oh, let's get the other one in here. So that goes there. This is for the inside. I am going to stamp I appreciate you for the inside. And you guessed it, I ran out of acrylic blocks, but this will work. There. That looks okay. A little bit light right there, but it's okay. Okay. We are now going to put this aside. This goes on this side. Okay. Okay, so the easiest way to put this on your card is to close your card up and then close this little card up. And then just slip it over both of them where you want it to be. Like right there. Okay. And I'm going to put a little pencil mark so I know, you can barely see it. And then I open up the inside of my card and use tear tape. That seems to work the best. Right there it is. Okay. This card went together really nice and easy. I like to make fancy folds, but I am not one of these people that want to work on them for hours. And this didn't. Okay, so I put a piece of tear tape on both ends. And now we'll remove the backing. Whoops. There. Okay, now remember, put it the right direction. Okay. Just like that. See? Just like that. That's how the card works. Okay, so now we are going to go and take Garden Green and Old Olive. I found, and then there's the dies that will cut each card up. There's 2 for the leaves, the big flower and the little flower. Okay. Oh, Denise Weiger's late, but she's hello. Well, we've been talking about you, Denise, so you'll have to just watch the replay to know what we were saying about you. No, I'm kidding. We were oohing and eyeing and saying how pretty your veteran thank you cards were. And I thank you so much for the lovely die, and I will for sure be cutting out more veteran cards tomorrow. Okay, so we are going to go and do our flower. I found the easiest way is to stamp the inside of the leaf. So that's what I'm going to, and stamp up. No. We're going to stamp the inside of the leaf right here. Just like that. And we're going to do 2 leaves like that. Okay. Now we will take okay, everything's doing good. I might have lost a leaf on the floor. Maybe. Oh, well. Then I'm going to take Old Olive and the solid leaf, right? I found it's just plain too dark. But if I stamp off, it's about perfect. And by stamping the veins of the leaf first, I was able to make perfect placement on my leaves. And that I was happy about. Okay, so now we have the little flower, and put this away. I'm going to get my crushed curry for the veins of the leaves and Darling Duckling. You got your syrup, Denise. I'm so happy to hear that. I hope you've had pancakes already, unless you're saving it. But I can't wait to hear what you thought of it. And that really got there fast. Well, maybe not. But still, I'm going to stamp a flower just like that. So that's what the flower looks like. You can see it. And that's the only flower I have to stamp at the moment. Then I'm going to get Darling Duckling out and stamp the And I put a little T on there so I know. And that's what the flower looks like. When I cut it out, it'll be A-OK. Now, let me get the big flower and crushed curry. I don't need this anymore. This is crushed curry. It's really a big difference. Oh, Denise had waffles. Do you make homemade waffles? Because a good friend of mine makes homemade waffles from scratch, and they are wonderful. But Jim's got to make me pancakes yet. Yeah, I make him make them. And this is Darling Duckling, and that's what it looks like. It will lighten up as it dries. So I was happy for that because I thought at first it was awfully dark. But it will lighten up. I just put these aside because I don't want to get mixed up. Did I thank you for that die, Denise? I can't wait to use it tomorrow to make more veteran cards. Andy and I got together. I begged her. And she helped me make 34 cards. And then she took everything, because I had them all made up as kits. Took everything home and made another 42. There. Okay, so this is the dies. They line up. They line up really easy. Whoops. So there's that one. And we have this flower. They don't line up too bad either. And then we have there's 2 leaves. Just like that. Okay. I'm going to get my case so I can put these away so I don't lose them. Oh yes, I can't wait to use the die, Denise. I never expected it, that's for sure. Okay, now just a second. I'm going to close some things up so I don't get confused. Okay. Oh, where is it? Oh, here. So I cut out our flowers. I knew there was something I was supposed to be doing, and somehow I've lost a leaf. But you get the idea. I don't know where it went. And get my dimensionals out. My room is a total disaster. As you can well figure out. We'll put it. I don't know where that leaf went, but you know what? When I clean up my room tomorrow, it'll show up. And we're going to put this flower right here, like so. This one, I'm going to put him right like that. And I have more dimensionals, not a problem. Andy took mine. Last week was Andy's turkey hunting, and that girl loves to turkey hunt. It's a special time with her and her dad, and she got a nice turkey. So, and then on Saturday, Jim and I went to watch Easton play baseball, and he got a run in, and he made a couple of outs. We're going to put this right like that. There. Oh, the leaf. Makes me wonder what happened to the other one. But, oh well. Not quite. Almost done. Not quite. We're running a little bit behind, or a little bit ahead of schedule. I just put too much glue on this. There. And so we'll put this leaf right here. There. And I'll make another leaf tomorrow. Okay, and I have some beautiful flat, in color, flat pearls. So I think these are very pretty. We'll use the Darling Duckling ones. Whoops. That just makes the card, right? We're going to put this right like that. And so let's get that done. I'm not done with it. Oh, yeah. And mouse pad. Okay. And I love the card, Linda says. Definitely will try that. Oh, you should, Linda. It's not very hard. It's really kind of fun. Oh, there's my leaf. I just found my leaf. And then we'll get the Darling Duckling. And these flat pearls will be available to order May 5th. Okay. Cover this up. Yeah. And let me put just a little bit of glue on my leaf. There's our card for this week. Whew. Thanks for being there. I appreciate you. And I get, you know, stamping up designer series paper, so coordinating that it's not hard at all. So, yeah. Stay tuned. I'll have written instructions on Thursday for this card, and you can try to make one for your very own. Okay? All right. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. I'm so glad you came, and we'll see you next week, where we'll see what else we can, what other kind of trouble we can get into, right? Okay. Take care, everybody.